We don't have Wiener Schnitzel, we have Wiesel Schnitzel.
I'm going to do all the cocaine.
Yeah, I'd be the dumb one.
Democrat, Republican. We can all have gay sex together.
Now, I've never been in a meat locker.
Coca-Cola, worth killing for.
Sushi jackknife. 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 Sushi jackknife.
Okay. Tonight on Sushi Jackknife, randomness in 5 acts. I mean, life, does it have a meaning? Maybe there is a meaning, maybe there isn't a meaning. Either way, we're here, and we're going to explore that. First act.
Some random bullshit.
Yeah. I can't, we're not NPR.
We are not NPR.
I don't understand it.
I would think we have more fun than NPR.
Oh, I would hope so.
NPR's got a report about us shooting down Iran drones and stuff.
Well,
we just get to talk about what the fuck
NPR.
Yeah.
This is what happens on NPR. It's a story about shooting down, drones.
Yeah.
But then the next story is like, and we're going to go over to Lena Salamander in the field, talking about the current bee crisis. Lena? And it's just like 15 minutes about bees, and you're like, why are we talking about bees?
Hi, Steve. I'm out here. I'm in the wilds of Yucaipa, California. And I don't know if you can hear behind me, Steve, the buzzing. Yeah. The incessant buzzing.
And then they go to the pre-record thing, which inevitably starts with sounds of a spoon clinking against a mug.
Yep. I love that stuff, though.
Sometimes you might like to have a little honey with your tea. What if that were no longer an option?
Oh.
Let me tell you about the downfall of civilization in the next 15 minutes.
And the people listening at home are like, no honey? Wow. I'm drinking tea right now.
I am appalled by this. Here's my money. Give me my tote bag.
Nina Totenberg and the Nina Toten Bag. Love it. Love it. Did you ever listen to Welcome to Sushi Jackknife, by the way?
Yeah. Hey.
Did you ever listen to Car Talk? Did you catch Car Talk when it was still around?
Car Talk I liked.
Car Talk was amazing.
Car Talk, I still don't know how that ended up on NPR.
I don't either.
Or really anywhere,
yeah,
to be honest.
It's strange. It's a strange thing.
Because, I mean, really, Car Talk is basically two guys like us.
Yeah.
Who give advice on cars for 30 seconds and then just bullshit for 5 minutes.
That's it. It's a lot of bullshitting.
For 5 minutes.
Yep.
And then they go back and they're like, oh, you got a 96 Mazda? Boy, that sounds like a terrible car.
Ah! What are you doing? You drive like my brother.
Like, that's the whole show. That's the entire thing. And it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It really had great chemistry, those guys. Click and Clack. Click and Clack. Who would be... I think... Yeah, I'd be the dumb one. Yeah.
Which one's the dumb one now?
I think
Click
Clack.
and Clack.
I think Clack.
Clack is the dumb one?
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm Click?
You're Click. Yeah, you know a lot. And I occasionally... I'm like an idiot savant.
Okay.
I know so much about very specific things.
See, I'm the opposite. I know a slight amount about a wide range of things.
That's why you're Click.
Yeah. I don't know enough about any of them to be successful in them. But I know a small amount about a wide range of things.
He was also more of a smart ass than Clack. Clack was just kind of a little dopey. You know,
I love that you can differentiate between Click and Clack.
Yeah, I listened to it a lot.
To me, it was Click and Clack. I didn't know which one was which.
They were one.
Yeah. Like, if I heard one of them on the radio without the other one, I'd just be confused. I wouldn't know what was happening anymore.
I forget which one died first. I think one of them may still be alive. But
yeah, one of them still alive.
I think Clack died.
Yeah.
And they were like, can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Well, it would have been a bad show.
It wouldn't have worked.
The whole show was their chemistry.
Yeah.
and advice about 1992 Mazda proteges.
People loved them, though. People would call in with such radiating joy for them. Oh, by the way, speaking of radiating joy, thank you, Ben, for your email. It's not related to this show, but it was sent to the Sushi Jackknife email.
So it counts.
It counts. We
We're
got an
taking
email.
it.
Listen, we know that there is a dedicated following to this show, and it'd be nice. Just email us. You know what? One word. SushiJackknife@gmail.com. You pick a random word, email it to us. We'll talk about it.
Oh man, this could go.
We'll riff.
This
off
could
that word.
really go
Haywire.
south real quick.
I mean, what I re-listened to an episode like 2 back
Yeah.
earlier this week, and we were talking about, never washing your hand because you touched a vagina.
Yeah.
So what? Where do we? And then last week we talked about my vasectomy adventure, misadventure.
Misadventure.
So there's no bar.
No, that's true.
There's
we
no
have
bar.
lowered the bar nearly as far as we can go.
Yeah. We are already.
Ira Glass would be ashamed of us.
We are underground. The bar is so low that we are underground. So yeah, thanks Ben for your email. That's great.
The goal here is we keep lowering the bar. And then when we have anything that's good, it just seems so much better because the rest of it is so terrible.
It's just bullshit.
Yeah.
No, I listen. I agree.
It's how I live my life. I set very low expectations, like ground level expectations. And then I am mildly successful at one thing, and everyone's like, wow!
Nathan,
Who thought Nathan could do that?
Show of hands?
He tied both his shoes on his own? That's amazing!
No one thought he could.
We were about to go buy him the Velcros down from the Walmart.
The underdog rises above yet again.
I'm like Rocky in Rocky 1.
Yeah.
Except even lower expectations. Like everyone expects me to get knocked out in warm-ups. Like he's going to punch himself in the face and then fall down.
Rocky is punching sides of beef and you're punching chickens.
Yeah.
You know what? Never thought about that before. Now, I've never been in a meat locker.
Okay.
Seems like it'd be pretty creepy to be in a meat locker.
It wouldn't be great. There's
No.
a lot of animal flesh just hanging about.
Just hanging around.
Yeah.
I've probably eaten more beef this week since I gave up being an attempted vegetarian. It's I probably ate more beef this week than I have in years.
Okay.
I made burgers. I made tacos with ground beef.
How was your explosive diarrhea after that?
Seriously, I was not prepared.
Yeah, no.
My stomach. Oh boy. Yep, that's true. You got to ease back in.
Yeah, no,
You
don't,
really do.
You don't go. That's like going back into beef like that is like when you hear about someone who had been in recovery
From drugs.
Yeah, ODing.
Yeah,
because it's just like I'm going to do all the cocaine. And no, that's a bad idea. Don't do that.
Yeah. You know what happens? Your body adapts.
Yeah.
That's why people die. You use a lot of drugs. You get off drugs in relapse, and you use the same amount that you were using.
Right.
Because you think, well, this is how much drugs I take.
Right.
And you die
Yeah.
because your body is not adjusted anymore.
And you get off of the beef.
You
You eat as much beef as you thought you could eat,
That's right.
and your body's like, no.
I made it through the tacos. The next day I made burgers at home, and I haven't. Okay. The experience of making hamburgers at home. I put onions in there. I chopped up some mushrooms and put them in there.
Oh,
Yeah, got
get 'em fancy.
Some Worcestershire
Yeah.
sauce, salt and pepper.
Yeah.
And I got my hand, just like my mom used to do.
Just squish it all up.
Took off my wedding ring,
Yeah, good move.
because it gets in there.
Yeah.
Got in there and just and I got it. I know it's raw meat, and
It is gratifying.
it's gratifying.
Doing that.
There's something about that.
You feel like you're doing something.
Right. And you're in there, and the meat is kind of cold, and your hands begin to warm it up. I don't know what it is. It's very sensual, I guess. Yeah. And then I started rubbing it on my face. And then
And that's when you were
masturbated with
asked
it.
to
Yeah,
leave?
That's right. No, I in the back and I masturbated with it.
Then people said, "Sir, this is a Wendy's kitchen. Please We're going to have to ask you to leave.
I have blood in my dick. I have blood in my dick.
That's not how we treat Dave singles here.
By the way, Roy painted a picture. We mentioned him every episode. I think we're contractually obligated.
Yeah. How much does he pay us, by the way?
It's not a number I could discuss presently.
Okay.
Enough to keep the lights on.
There we go.
I saw him this week. He was in town. Unfortunately, we weren't recording that night to get him in, but we're still working on that. We're trying to get him in because we talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to hear his voice on the show. You don't care.
I mean, whatever.
If you go back to our 100th episode, we did call him and got him on. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like for some reason, I don't know why I feel this way, but I feel like Roy needs to be my arch nemesis.
He is. I don't think you have to feel like that.
I don't know why I feel this way.
No, he is.
But
So we had dinner, and he disclosed to me that he listened to one of the recent shows, at like 5:30 in the morning because he was driving to work that early. And he was like, "That was a mismatch." Like that first thing in the. This is a nighttime show.
Interesting.
This is a evening, nighttime. Maybe something you do alone and in shame.
What time do you think you cross over from All Things Considered?
Yeah.
into Sushi Jackknife. What time is that?
We're a midnight show, I think.
We're a midnight?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I used to listen to the radio, and not even NPR. I used to listen to, before I even knew NPR was a thing, which I can't believe I didn't know that growing up, but I didn't.
I didn't either because no one listens to NPR.
Yeah, well, I grew up in a really redneck area. So.
Yeah, oh, they definitely don't.
Yeah. People talking. No. Where is the guitar, man?
What's that they're saying about politics?
I don't like it. I'm not going there.
They got news?
So we had this station, I think it was 96 Rock, which played classic rock, right?
Right.
And then at night, on like Friday or Saturday night, Loveline.
Oh, Loveline.
Loveline with Dr. Drew.
Was this the Adam Carolla era?
Yeah, it was Adam Carolla and Dr. Classic. Classic. And the things I heard for the first time. For the first time that would be on Loveline. If you don't know what Loveline is, I'm sure most of you do.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Is it still on?
That's a fucking great question. I'll find out.
Because it was on
it was
forever.
It was a great show. Very educational. Sex positive.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
If you're into that, I am.
It was Dr. Drew.
Yep.
Dr. Drew Pinsky.
He's a real doctor.
And Adam Carolla. And they would answer all your sex questions.
That's it.
And they could be anything from, hey, I don't feel like I'm lubricated enough.
Correct.
All the way to things like, hey, so I want to put this in my butt. Is it a good idea?
Is that okay? Can I do that?
Which, that was usually the area where Adam jumped in.
Right. That's right.
We didn't need the medical advice for that one. We just needed the guy going, no, it's sharp. Don't do that.
No. A broom handle? Really? It's more about girth than length. Remember that.
Right.
When it comes to your asshole, it doesn't need to be that long. It just I don't know.
Is that the rule?
I think so.
I
think so.
It can be short, but stubby.
Yeah.
Like you want like a chode type of situation.
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to interview a diverse array of people to really go. Yeah.
Man on the street.
I've never received anal sex, so I don't know. But I feel like that's the case, you know?
Can you imagine if we did a Man on the Street segment trying to ask random people the size that they would prefer in their butt?
I like that idea. We could get away with it with the bachelorette parties downtown.
Oh, they would love it.
They would love that. We met one.
Like, this is the best bachelorette party ever. Those guys are asking about our butts.
Yeah.
They're very interested in us.
They probably show us something that we might not be prepared for.
No, I don't.
If you want to... Okay,
they're very off-putting.
Yeah. We are?
No, they.
Oh, they are.
I mean, we probably are, too. But.
So, okay, two things real quick. We once, at random, talked to a bachelorette party and signed a blow-up man with a penis in our Sushi Jackknife Goes Downtown episode.
Mm-hmm.
2, I saw actually 3 things. I saw a fucking hot tub trailer the other day.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Now, we have all these trailers in town.
Yeah.
They carry people around. Some of them look like hay rides.
Front porch.
Front
There's
porch.
a front porch one with a screened-in front porch.
Correct. This one was plexiglass, clear walls, and a hot tub pulled behind, a big ass truck, basically.
It sounds terrible. Uh-huh. However, that would be better than the others. Because at least then you're doing something different.
You're doing something different, yeah.
The others are just first off, the worst is the petty tavern.
Yeah.
Can we agree on that?
The pedal tavern?
Yeah, like you're pedaling while you drink bad beer.
That's a bad
Why
idea.
would you?
You have to bring your own beer too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are paying for the right to work out to drink your beer. That makes no sense.
No sense.
And just do that somewhere
And
else.
people are frustrated with you, P.S.
Yeah.
On the street. Everyone
hates you.
Pissed. Yeah.
Then the others are just all sitting. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm
Riding
sitting on here, but it moves instead of staying stationary.
There's a big truck, like a monster truck one. There's one I saw today, which literally had 2 girls on it. Just 2. And they talked to me. They were and I was, who was I walking with? I was walking with Debert. And they were like, "Woo!"
Oh, that's
And I was
sad.
like, "Hey."
You should have invited them to be on the podcast.
It was a bus with like the roof cut out.
It was a bus with 2 people?
2 people.
You definitely should have
2
invited
humans.
them. That's the most depressing thing I've ever heard.
I know. The hot tub one I feel like is going to do better in the wintertime. Don't you think?
I don't know. That sounds terrible in the winter.
You think so?
Well, imagine the breeze from
that's true.
driving.
But if you stay in the... Well, that's true, yeah. Okay, good
I don't know. All of it's bad.
Third thing I wanted to say.
Yeah.
If you need some cheap entertainment, follow at Broadway Uncensored on Instagram. Broadway is the main strip in Nashville.
Yeah.
And people get buck wild. I saw a video on there of literally a couple making out, and dude was all the way in her pants. Like all the way. I also saw...
Way to go, man.
Way to go, man. A lot of people throwing up in trash cans.
Yeah.
Today I saw one of a girl wearing white overalls, and it looked like she had shat herself.
I mean, we've been on Broadway.
Yeah, it's wild.
And it's getting gradually crazier
Oh, yeah.
over the years.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, even a couple years ago, there's just a dude with a snake.
Yeah, snake people.
Just
Snake people.
with a snake. What does he have the snake for? I don't know. He
You
just
get-
has it.
Eat $5, you get a picture with the snake. That's all right.
You know how you're walking down the street and you're like, oh, this is a really good time.
Yeah.
What I wish I had to remember this time by is a picture of me with a snake.
With a snake on.
That would
Wow.
really set this whole adventure apart from all the other adventures we've had. We've got that here in Nashville.
We have that for you, among many other pleasures and delights. P.S. Loveline is still a thing.
Really?
Yep. Lovelineshow.com. Listen live Sunday through Thursday, 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And
Wow.
where do you listen to it? Okay, go to the full website. Here we go. It's changed hosts many times since Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
No Dr. Drew anymore?
No.
Then I'm out.
No, Mike. No, Dr. Drew is there.
Okay, then.
With Mike and Dr. Drew, Loveline.
Wow.
They're having some event called Steak and a Blowjob Day. All right.
Sounds very
Yeah.
female positive.
Yeah. Yeah, lovelineshow.com. It looks like you can listen probably right here on the website. Listen live online. There you go. Boom.
Interesting.
I want to check it out at some point. We should get together and do it.
Yeah, I'm for it.
I like
Amber
this.
Rose hosted it for a while.
Who is she?
Amber Rose is Kanye West's ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
Pre-Kim,
Gotcha.
obviously.
Gotcha.
But she's an interesting person to me. So she's an ex-stripper,
Okay.
but not one of those where, like, I feel like in stripping, there's 2 camps.
Okay.
There's the feminist strippers.
I do this for
like
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the sad, it makes me depressed to hear your stories, strippers.
Right.
She's in the first category.
Okay. This
So
is my body. I'll do what I want.
And that's really her big thing. She invented a thing called the slut walk. It's a sex positive women's event.
Oh, like you walk?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of her big thing.
Yeah.
Interesting. She's an interesting person.
I like that.
Yeah.
The slut shaming thing, you know, to me, I don't know if you agree. I bet you do. To me, it's really like...
What are you going to do if I have the complete opposite opinion of you? We're going to turn into CNN debates all of a sudden?
Pundits.
Yeah.
Two sides. Moderate guy, liberal guy.
I don't agree with him because he's on the other side of the screen.
But in fact, he's actually right here.
Right.
I can touch him. Why don't they just ever hug? You know, reach across that panel.
Imagine.
Hug it out.
Okay, imagine real quick.
Yeah.
You're watching Don Lemon's show.
Yeah.
And he's got his whatever, Bakari, his Democrat on one side.
Sure.
And then he's got his Republican Trump supporter on the other side.
Right.
And they've got the divider in the panel. But then they just walk across the divider in front of the line.
Love it.
And just embrace.
I love it. They
That's
just
what this country needs.
Start making out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a hug. It starts with a hug.
His show comes on pretty late. So, I mean, CNN could show some stuff. It would be okay.
Turns into Loveline? Or does it turn into, like, Skinamax?
I think Skinamax.
They start making out, and then the Republican guy realizes he's always wanted to be on the bottom.
Right.
And
Democrat, Republican. We can all have gay sex together.
It's
fine.
That's right. Conga line. That's what we're advocating for.
It doesn't matter.
No. God, that's almost a sushi jackknife, but we're not nearly there. We're not nearly there. Not nearly there. So what the hell were we talking about?
Slut shaming.
Slut shaming.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like women get to have sex with as many people as they want to, as long as it's, you know, they're right. That's all it is. Like, if a dude does it, there's not a bad word for that. So much.
I've never fully understood the double standard because on the one hand, it's a bad thing to be a slut. Air
quote
quotes,
unquote,
air quotes here.
Right.
People are like, "Oh, you gross," you know, they're very upset about it. But then on the other hand, every guy is like, "Oh, I just want her to," like the same people who are slut shaming.
Yep.
Like, I just want her to be crazy and blah blah blah. Well,
yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's a total double standard. It's
like,
right there.
Don't express yourself. Also, express yourself exactly how I want you to express yourself.
That's patriarchy.
It makes no sense.
That's the patriarchy, my friends.
I mean, if you, yeah, I'm fully on board with what you're saying.
Yeah.
If guys get to have as much sex as they want, women can have as much sex as they want.
Right.
It makes no sense.
It works both ways.
Yeah.
It works both ways. This is a bit of an aside, but did you know that Girls Just Want to Have Fun is a cover?
What?
Hang on. Let me find it. It was originally a punk song.
Really?
Yeah, but with a guy singing. Original song. Here we go. Robert Hazard. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Check this out. There's a long intro, I guess, of... Here we go. Hear it? Just wanna...
Oh, I actually like this quite a bit.
It's awesome, right? It's really good.
What era is this?
It's 80s.
Of punk.
It's 80s, yeah.
Huh.
And so I guess Cyndi Lauper or her producers or whatever heard that and reworked it. I mean, made an amazing pop song. Like, it's a great pop song. But
of all the 80s pop songs,
it's up there.
It's towards the top.
I'm a big Madonna fan myself, so I really like a Prayer. I think that's a great classic 80s pop.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I really like a Prayer.
I mean, I'll be honest.
You're not a
Most of
Madonna
the
person.
music in the 80s, most of it,
Yeah.
I'm okay if I never hear it again. But there's a lot of music that came out of the 80s that's really bad.
Oh, for sure.
All the hair metal, everything hair metal
totally,
can go away.
Totally.
A lot of the new wave was not good.
Okay, I have a soft spot for the new wave.
But a lot of it's not good.
No, I agree.
No, some of it's good.
It's true. It's true. But yeah, check it. Robert Hazard.
And while we're talking about 80s punk,
Yeah.
really, I don't love most of 80s punk. A lot
Such
of it's,
as Black Flag.
well, a
Such
lot of it
as-
turned into the skinhead punk,
Yeah.
which is very repetitive and I just don't care.
The politics and
Yeah. I mean, there's stuff in the 80s I like. X. Mm-hmm. X is amazing.
X is great. Yeah, Johnny Hit and Run Pauline. And, yeah.
But, I mean, like, I heard a story from them on something at one point.
Yeah.
That, like, in the 80s, they had to stop playing Johnny Hit and Run Pauline.
Oh, really?
Because it was such a skinhead punk era where everyone was ignoring the fact that the song is about rape.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, mosh pit! And doing their stupid skinhead punk thing in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like, that was, to me, especially like mid-80s,
Totally.
that's the main punk era of the 80s. It's no good.
They fall into a punk band, but they're more than a punk band. The Minutemen.
Okay.
Have you heard
yeah,
the Minutemen?
Yeah.
Yeah. That album, Double Nickels on the Dime.
Yeah.
Their other stuff. I really like that band a lot.
There's a lot that came out of the 80s that is good.
Yeah.
But there's a lot, like when people start talking about 80s punk,
Yeah.
there's a lot of the bands they list that when you start listening to them, you're like,
Yeah.
they have two good songs, and then they repeat
Yeah.
those two good songs over and over, and that's it.
I don't hate Black Flag, but Henry Rollins pissed me off forever when in a video he said, "Don't be like Morrissey" from the Smiths. He specifically is like, "Look, don't be
To be fair,
a mopey bastard like more." But I love Morrissey.
I'm on Henry Rollins'
Oh
side here.
no, you.
Morrissey is the worst human being.
No, he's not. He has the same Enneagram type as me.
I don't know if you heard the thing most recently about Morrissey.
No.
I'm trying to find it so I don't mischaracterize what he did.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm trying to find it here.
But yet at the same time, Henry Rollins recommends Joy Division. What? That makes no sense to me. Joy Division is so. I love Joy
Here's
Division.
the difference.
Yeah.
Joy Division is just like kind of mopey, sad music. Morrissey's kind of a dick.
Okay, but
Like as a human being, Morrissey is a bad person.
I don't know. What did he do?
He wore a button supporting a political party.
Okay.
I can't find the exact thing, and I don't care enough to look.
Right.
That is anti-Islamic.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Like
okay.
it's a very racist party.
Okay. All right.
On top of being one of those vegans that you just hate. Like he's just a very hateable, punchable vegan.
You know, okay, fine.
I'm not saying anything bad about his music.
No, I know. I did see, he did an interview with Larry King a while back, Morrissey.
Yeah.
Where this is an older Morrissey, this is just a few years ago, where he says, like, yeah, I'm a vegan, and obviously I think that's a good thing, but I understand, like, it's expensive, not everyone can do this, you know? Like,
yeah.
So he was more level-headed about it then, but I'm a Morrissey apologist. I mean, I don't know about this thing that you're just talking about, but that's crazy and shitty. But I love his songs. I love his singing. I love the Smiths, one of my favorite bands. Here's Henry Rollins on Morrissey.
The reason I picked Morrissey, because in my opinion, Morrissey just embodies every horrible trait that a human can possibly possess. I mean, he's British. He doesn't have to work very hard. I mean, they have a handicap anyway. But, I mean, you notice all the great musicians who were English moved. Ozzy Osbourne, Geezer Butler, Tony Iommi, and Bill.
Okay, so Henry Rollins is a dick.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he's a dick.
I mean, he's an 80s punk guy. Yeah, he is. But, counterpoint for Morrissey here.
Okay, fine.
This is from fader.com.
Oh, the one without the vowels?
No, they have vowels.
Okay, good.
If you're looking to feel the polar opposite of what you experienced the first time you listened to the Smiths, former frontman Morrissey is continuing to serve up anger and disappointment with his comments on race. In a new interview posted on his website, Morrissey doubled down on his support for the far-right British political party For Britain and claimed that he isn't racist because, quote, and I haven't even read this quote until now, quote, everyone ultimately prefers their own race.
Oh, Morrissey. You've gone astray.
He's become an old man, is what happened.
That's what happened.
I mean,
I'm not going to apologize for him.
You can't make up for that, Morrissey.
Can't
quote.
make up for that. No. But this is also a guy who, has a lot of other great qualities. But or had. Listen to me apologizing. I'm apologizing.
You're
now we are doing the pundit thing.
Yeah.
Now I'm defending Morrissey.
You are turning into the Republican that goes on CNN going,
That's right.
Look, what Trump said may have been racist.
but
in his heart, we don't know his heart. We don't know his true heart, okay?
Oh my God, you're so right. Okay, I'm more interested in Morrissey circa 1984 than Morrissey now.
And I will say,
yeah.
I mean, it's a given that as people age,
they get cranky.
They become cranky conservative people.
Dicks.
Yeah. I mean, not as a rule. There are still older liberal people.
They listen to NPR.
Yeah. They're the people listening to Ira Glass.
And donating.
Yeah. They get so many tote bags.
Oh my God.
Tote bags for days.
They give them away at parties.
But as you get older, you tend to get more conservative.
Yeah.
Because you remember your childhood, growing up, and you're like, those were the good old days because you've looked at them, you've romanticized everything that you grew up through. Mm-hmm. It's really funny when I think about my parents and specifically my in-laws, the way they've romanticized like when they were younger a little bit. This would have been the 70s? Yeah. Think about the 70s.
Oh, the 70s were terrible.
It was awful.
Yeah.
Like, think about the gas crisis.
Yeah.
There was so much bad stuff. But now they're like, oh, it was so much simpler back then. Like, no, it wasn't.
It was easier to hate.
It was just different crap.
That's it. That is the truth. And this is why we're friends.
Yeah.
Because I get it. I get exactly what you're saying. It's the same shit over and over and over again.
It's just in different areas.
That's it. The specifics are different, but the general trend is the same.
We had the Cold War back then. What do we have now? All of the other people who hate us?
Exactly.
It's the same.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't gotten worse.
Nope.
It's just the same garbage over and over and over because we don't try to progress. We just go back to what we like.
That's it. And what we know, more specifically, what we know. And we have climate change. So,
yeah.
I
mean, they had that then, too. They just kind of ignored it until we got to where we're at now.
Like, towards the breaking point,
But I think polar bears need to learn to swim, so I think we're doing them a favor.
According to all the Coca-Cola ads, the polar bears are fucking fine.
They're doing great.
Doing great. They're visiting Santa Claus.
It's cold. They got so much ice. Unlimited Coke.
There's a Christmas tree.
They're always sliding down their belly somewhere.
That's it.
Just sliding on their belly.
For once, I'd like the Coca-Cola Corporation to really represent polar bears for what they are and have them eat a fucking seal in one of those ads.
Imagine this ad. This is a Super Bowl ad that everyone would talk about. Polar bears walking along.
Yep.
One of them just has that longing look. He looks off in the distance. There's a seal with a Coca-Cola. They massacre the seal. And then the closing shot is a polar bear tipping back an ice cold Coca-Cola
in a bloody glass.
Yeah. Coca-Cola, worth killing for. I'm telling you, that's the ad people would remember.
I like it. I'm really into it.
No one would ever stop talking about that ad. They'd be like, yeah, I saw this ad. This is them talking to their therapist. I saw this ad.
And I just had flashbacks. It's, yeah, you have PTSD.
Yeah, it was a terrible ad. I see 20 people an hour because of this.
I'm making a shit ton of money.
Like, I'm just there. Look behind you. There's a line of people.
You got to get out of here. I'm in therapy, as I've talked about many times on the show, but to see her glance at the clock reminds me that our relationship is not special. Because when you're in there, you're thinking to yourself, my God, she's such a great listener. She gets me, whatever. Like, she really cares. And she cares.
Yeah.
For 50 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the glancing starts.
When she glances at her clock next time, here's what I want you to do.
Okay.
Just look at her and go, oh, I'm sorry. Am I keeping you from something? My mistake. And see what she says.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to do that, but okay.
I think it's a great idea.
There's a great channel on YouTube, Katie Morton. She's a therapist, and she talks about a lot of things in therapy that you like want to know about, but you're too afraid to ask your own therapist. Like, what the hell are you writing?
Oh, that's a good question.
So she explains it. You know, she's like, well, yeah, mostly like I'm writing things down to remember. You know, because I see
that makes sense.
10 people a day or whatever. I'm probably not that many. I don't know how many they see in a day.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I always just kind of assumed that they're just like doodling or... Because, I mean, really, like what... How much do they need to know?
They see...
Does she recall a lot of things that you said before?
Yes.
Okay.
At this point, she does. At the first, it takes a while
You're right.
to get going, but the first few months, not so much. But like now, at this point, I've been going over a year, so it's like now she knows.
See, this is... I can't do therapy, and this is another reason why. I would just be sitting there talking and completely focused on the fact that she's writing.
Yeah. That doesn't bother me.
Oh, no, I would be so focused on that.
Okay.
Like, imagine, and we've discussed this, a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode where Larry David goes to the therapist. That's what I would be like
I know.
in therapy. I'd be sitting there going, where are you writing?
What's...
Like, I'd still be talking, but I'd be trying to... Like, I'd be raising up, just trying to see a little bit.
His hands rise all the time. You'd be doing that. What's on the pad?
What is it?
It's on the what's on the pad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've wondered this a few times. In like 30 years.
Yeah.
When I'm in my 60s, what am I going to be like if in my 30s I'm already like a 60-year-old man?
I don't know, man. I'm hoping you get a new lease on life. I'm hoping you are out there. Here's what I really hope. I hope you and I.
Yeah.
Our spouses have evolved. Everyone's super progressive now. And you and I have full range to do whatever the fuck we want.
Okay.
Right? And we go nuts.
Okay.
We're podcasting from Bangkok. Then we're flying to Morocco. We're podcasting from there. Then they don't care anymore. They're checked out.
Well, I mean, at this point, we're podcast millionaires.
Podcast millionaires. They have pool boys to take care of them.
Right.
They don't care what we're doing.
Yeah, just call the cabana boy. Leave us alone.
It's a tacit understanding that we don't discuss.
We're in Tibet right now.
Yeah. I'm talking to the Dalai fucking Lama. All right. He loves the show.
We've done so many episodes at this point that he had to hear one eventually.
Correct. And we've been sending him tapes.
Right.
For 30 years. So it's not the same Dalai Lama anymore. It's a new Dalai Lama.
Much more progressive. Much more okay with talking about feet.
He's not.
That sort of thing.
He's 9 years old.
He He likes toilet humor.
Hey, yeah.
We have that for
We have
days.
that. We have that going. We have that going. And yeah, feet, sure.
Yeah.
He'll grow into that. I don't know what you do if you're the Dalai Lama. Do you get to have sex if you're the Dalai Lama?
I honestly don't know what the Dalai Lama does or why the Dalai Lama is a thing.
All I know...
All I know is the Dalai Lama recently said if there was a female Dalai Lama, she would have to be more attractive. That's all I know about the Dalai Lama.
Than him?
Just in general, she would have to be an attractive person to be the
funny.
Dalai Lama.
Oh my god. Okay. So... Oh, Dalai Lama. Was that a foot in the mouth?
Female Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
The Dalai Lama insists his female successor should have, quote, an attractive face.
It's Olivia Munn. Olivia Munn.
Olivia Munn is the Dalai Lama.
She's the Dalai Lama.
She would be a good Dalai Lama.
She's cute. I like her. Yeah.
And by the way, I just wanted to be known that I didn't pull this headline from like an unreputable news source. It's CBS News.
Holy shit. Wow. Way to go, Dalai Lama. What a minx.
Ahead of his 84th birthday, the Dalai Lama is once again insisting, once again, by the way, apparently this has happened before, if his successor is a woman, she must be physically attractive.
Now, there's never been a female Dalai Lama, correct?
Yeah.
It's always been a guy. They've been... What if there were some wrong Dalai Lamas along the way?
Because they weren't attractive enough?
Well, or they weren't looking at girls at all.
They were looking at him, but they're like, ooh, what an uggo. Let's get this old guy instead.
She doesn't seem to have the divine spark, if you know what I mean.
She has a good personality,
Yeah.
but old guy.
But her face, that's terrible.
It's just all this.
Oh, that's terrible. But it sounds like that's how they decided.
That's
to bet.
apparently
that's
it.
Part of the process.
I don't know. Maybe I mean I'm no judge of Dalai Lamas. Maybe he's wildly attractive, but to me, looks like a wrinkled old prune man.
That's what I thought.
So,
does she have to shave her head too? I bet she does.
The article does not specify.
Okay. All right.
Because I don't think they anticipate that ever being an issue.
Yeah, I feel like if they were, I mean, now's the time, honestly, but the time could have been 4,000 years ago. What?
I kept reading. I'm sorry. This was the Dalai Lama talking to reporter Rajini Vaidyanathan. I can't say the last name. Anyway.
Fine. Yeah.
Saying, if a female Dalai Lama comes, she should be more attractive. People, I think, prefer not see her, that face. I don't know what that means.
What?
And the reporter went, it's about who you are inside, isn't it? Trying to guide the Dalai Lama.
Right.
Because that's what you need to do, is guide the Dalai Lama. And he said, yeah, I think it's both. Real beauty is inner beauty, that's true. But we're human beings. I think the appearance is also important.
That's a quote? That's a quote?
That's an actual quote.
Holy shit. Everything is meaningless. Everything is fucking
the
meaningless.
Dalai Lama's like, nah. Like, she's got to be an 8.
Holy fucking shit.
Like, I mean,
wow.
If body's fine, her face has got to be great. That's all I'm saying.
He calls up Desmond Tutu at night. He's like, listen, this next Dalai Lama, kind of a babe.
Yeah,
Kind of a babe.
We're going to pick a new Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
She's going to be banging.
Yeah, brah. You heard me right. Desmond Tutu's like, oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's going to be a video girl. Like one of those girls you see in the background of rap videos.
Yeah, yeah. Instagram. She's an Instagram model. She's the fucking Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
We live in, you were talking about absurdism earlier.
Oh yeah.
We live in an absurd time.
Yeah. Think about this. Everyone views the Dalai Lama as like the vision of peace and
Yeah.
tranquility
Right.
and human beings connecting.
Right.
And even he is like, nah, man, she's got a flat butt. Can't be Dalai Lama. Like, he's a garbage person.
Yeah. He is a garbage person.
Holy
shit.
I think really, when it comes down to it, this is what I've learned in life. Most people are garbage people.
Yeah.
At some level.
Oh, we all are. Yeah.
Everyone's trying to overcome the fact that they're garbage people.
Except the psychopaths, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you have the people like Trump who are like, I'm a garbage person. Send them back to their own country. Blah! But then everyone else is like trying to overcome the fact that they have garbage urges.
Oh, we all have garbage urges.
And that's not,
Yeah.
I know that it becomes like a men are gross thing. I mean, everyone.
No.
Women have garbage urges
Totally,
too. Everyone
totally.
has a garbage urge.
Yep. They might just be a little different.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's not the same.
Yeah, but it's true.
I mean, it's not the same from person to person.
No, right. People are into different things.
Yeah. But everyone deep down has like a garbage side that
Totally.
they're like, let's not do that. That's a bad idea. It's going to end poorly. I'm going to burn that building down. Like that's where it goes to.
Because we're fucking animals.
Yeah.
So many things, so many structures in our cultures remove us from the fact that we are fucking animals.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Like, that's it. I mean, does a puma think about what it's going to eat or fuck? No. And we don't either, except that we do.
We have the ability to second guess.
Yeah.
We don't just walk around going, I'm going to take that food and eat it right now.
Yep. Who cares if it's screaming?
Right. We go, oh, we should probably cook that.
Yeah. We're the only animal that creates elaborate means of justification
That's true.
to do what we want to do anyway.
And really, that's what a soul is just punishing ourselves. No, I do not think that.
I was listening, right before you came, I was listening to something about the Nazis, and I don't even know if this is true, but some kind of blood religion or something. But what is true is that they took young Aryan men and they took young Aryan women and just said, fucking go for it. We need as many babies as possible.
Well, okay, so there's a story, and it's before all of World War II started.
Okay.
I don't know. You're not a sports person. Jesse Owens. Are you familiar with Jesse Owens? Jesse Owens was an American track star.
Yes.
And he was not expected to succeed in the 30-something Olympics. I can't remember.
Is this the Nazi Olympics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had a person he was racing against that was a bred Aryan track star. Which he ended up beating him.
Of course.
Because it turns out, I mean, you can breed Aryans all you want. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be track stars.
Exactly.
But like, I remember reading this story in grade school and thinking, hold on. They bred human beings?
Uh-huh.
And that's what they were doing. They're like, no, you're pure. Go
fornicate. Doesn't matter. It can be this one. Who cares? Doesn't matter. We just need more Aryan babies.
Pick one of these three.
Yeah. Go ahead.
They're all approved.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And they even went so far as to kidnap Aryan-looking babies from Poland and places they invaded. And
it's insane.
It's fucking crazy. There's footage, and this part is real, where you see all these babies.
Yeah.
Just dozens of babies, and they're being tended to by nurses and stuff, but like they all blonde. Yeah. All these fucking blonde babies just everywhere.
But let me ask you this.
The craziest shit. Yeah.
It's 2019.
Yeah. Unless
you're listening to this in a later date, in which case it may be any year.
Things could be way worse.
Hey, Dalai Lama, it's 2045. Okay.
You're a lady now.
2019.
Uh-huh.
What percentage of Americans do you think are against interracial marriage and having babies? Because having looked around at things and seeing, especially in the Trump era,
Oh, yeah.
would estimate that it's shockingly high. Not like 50%
It's not
or
50%,
anything
no.
shocking like that.
No.
But I would bet
20?
I would bet it's at least 10.
Yeah.
Which is still shocking to me.
Still shocking. Yeah.
Like, how many people would see the Aryan footage stuff and go, it's not a terrible idea.
Bunch of cute babies. Look at that. Eugenics was right.
Oh man, that's pretty nice. Look how pure those babies look.
I love the tacit understanding of biology that goes into that too. Of like, no, like the same kind of people keep breeding and they get better and better. No. Look at royal families. They get more and more fucked as they go. That's what
true.
happens.
That's true.
That's what happens.
Pretty soon, if you keep going, you're going to have a baby that has an arm coming out the side of its head.
Correct.
That's what happens.
That's what happens. Take a purebred dog and compare it with a mutt. I've had lots of dogs in my lifetime. We had a purebred Italian Greyhound, miniature Italian, the dumbest fucking dog that ever lived.
Okay.
Great dog. Fucking stupid. I got Amber over here, who's like 4 things, and that dog, I swear to God, can open doors. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just...
It's true.
Biodiversity is a thing.
Well, and I mean, really, it makes sense.
It does make sense, yeah.
Okay. Let's look at this from a strictly biological point of view.
Okay.
Not taking any personal ethics into it.
Sure.
If you continue to to make it simpler for people.
Okay.
Let's say you only breed dogs with one another. One breed of dog.
Okay.
That dog will always have the same genetic flaws.
Correct.
Because that's in the genetics.
Right.
Okay.
You're just repeating that over and over.
Yeah. If you were to breed the dog with another type of dog, you might not have that genetic issue. You might have another genetic issue that could be further down in the genes, but you're not going to have the same thing over and over and over and over and over.
Correct.
It just doesn't make any sense.
No,
Hitler.
Yeah.
Hitler. You were dumb.
You were going to end up making pug people. The most ill-adapted dog.
He would have made dachshund human
That's
beings.
right.
Is what would have happened.
To life.
And he would have had these people with extra long backs trying to do the hurdles at the Olympics, just falling down, hurting themselves. That's what would have happened.
We are really good for getting in tunnels. Yeah.
If you need me to get Wiesel,
I can do it. I chase Wiesel for you. Yeah. All right.
this is what I do.
Get in there.
No.
I'm going to go over here and program some software.
Just good luck with
Good
your
luck
Wiesel.
with that. Good luck with your Wiesel. We don't have Wiener Schnitzel. We have Wiesel Schnitzel.
Yeah, I would like to say that every time I see something like the Dalai Lama saying what he said,
Yeah.
that I'm surprised by it. But at this point, it's just like, yeah,
No.
that seems right.
It goes to show that no matter how evolved and enlightened you are still a fucking animal. You're
People
still
suck.
a human being. People suck. The best people recognize that they suck
Yeah.
and deal with it.
That's the thing. There needs to be amongst everyone.
Yeah.
I don't want to single out any certain group of people, but especially Republicans. There, but no, there needs to be some self-reflection
Yeah.
and personal growth.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the whole thing.
If you need therapy for it, Go to therapy.
Fucking therapy rocks.
If you don't want to do therapy and you can get through it without it, fine.
Fine. You don't have to, though.
Do whatever works for you.
Yeah.
But just don't be a terrible human being, Dalai Lama. This is, by the way, I never thought in any podcast we ever did that I'd be going after the Dalai Lama. I thought there was no way that would ever happen.
Is it weird that I defended Morrissey like much more passionately than the Dalai Lama?
So which is worse here?
Yeah.
So Morrissey
Yeah.
is like, no, races like each other. Like, I mean, white people like white people. That's how it works. The Dalai Lama is like, no, like if a lady wants to take my job, she gotta be hot. Which one's worse?
The Dalai Lama. Because he's supposed to be better.
That's true.
That's it.
The Dalai Lama is supposed to be better than Morrissey.
Right.
Yeah. I want to say Morrissey is worse just because I don't like Morrissey as a human being. Like his music, like the Smiths, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't like him.
Yeah.
But the Dalai Lama is a little bit worse here.
Totally. We look to him. No one looks to Morrissey for guidance. Except me.
If you look to Morrissey and you're not Justin. I mean, it's still, if you are Justin, stop it. Just stop looking at Morrissey. Don't look at celebrities for any guidance, by the way. Any of them.
They're just people on projectors.
Oh.
This is a guy who wrote a song called You're the One for Me, Fatty.
I mean, really, when it comes down to it, I honestly don't know that Morrissey is that much worse than most celebrities.
Mm-hmm. I don't think so.
I think he's just more outspoken about the shit I don't want to hear about.
Right.
I would guess most celebrities, when it comes down to it, are terrible people.
Yeah.
I mean, just living in the world that they live in, they can have whatever they want. It kind of breeds a weird terribleness.
Absolutely it does. It makes it because everyone else has to deal with compromise
it's
all the time.
I'm going to, and I know I've defended this human being more than once around here.
Okay.
I'm going to throw Morrissey and Kanye West in the same category.
Okay.
Where both of them have just lived years without having to hear real opinions.
True.
Or anything.
True.
And so they have based all of these political opinions and everything on their own privilege.
Right. That's correct. That's correct. Their privilege as celebrities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't listen to them. I mean, it's very simple. I don't understand. I never understood, like, when Kanye wore the Trump hat.
Yeah.
Why people got that outraged. Because my first thought was, yeah, it's Kanye West. Why are we caring what he thinks about anything?
Why
in
are we surprised about anything?
Like,
he
I
does?
don't care what Morrissey thinks about politics.
No, God no.
Aside from he's more open about the racism.
Yeah, apparently, God, this is a new one on me.
Yeah, that one's a little bit more shocking.
Yeah,
than Kanye West going, nah, I just like his energy.
He's got that fucking dragon energy.
Dragon energy. But I mean, like, every celebrity, I feel like, really deep down has that thing where if they were to, I mean, just this last couple of weeks, Scarlett Johansson gave an interview where she was basically saying that she, as a privileged white woman, should be allowed to play any role she wants.
Okay.
As an actress.
Okay.
And anyone saying that she shouldn't is wrong. And this is pointed at people who are saying, like, yeah, no, you need more minority casting in your movies. I mean, even
Scarlett.
And I'm sure it was an innocent point of view, because, I mean, really, but what she's saying is she should be able to act.
Yeah.
She's an actress. She
should-
should be able to act.
Right.
But you know who else should be able to act? All of the other actors.
Exactly.
Regardless of color.
Exactly. We don't need you pretending like you're an ancient Chinese person.
Right.
You know what I mean?
If there is an actress from China who can have your role as the Chinese lady, yeah,
Right.
that's fine.
You can be the invading.
That's good.
Right. Party.
We don't need Matt Damon playing a Chinese man like he's done.
Just a little thing for the end here. Speaking of celebrities, Jadakiss.
Jadakiss. Okay.
Jadakiss apparently loves pizza, but his favorite part, it's just the crust. So he placed an order. He's apparently very health conscious.
Whoa, wait.
Very health conscious. Look at this picture. You can find this on Instagram. Cut and slice. That is a pizza with the middle cut out. There's about an inch of pizza, and the rest is crust. This was Jadakiss's
Where did he order
specialty
this
pizza.
from? What?
He got it. New York pizzeria Cuts and Slices posted a photo of an all crust pie that Jadakiss reportedly ordered. Special request for @TheRealKiss. I'm supposing that's his handle. On Instagram post was caption, "Who else like crust only?"
No one. No one, Jada.
The photo was apparently taken back in 2018 and posted by Randy McLaren, the owner of Cuts and Slices. So there you
That's so bizarre.
go. He loves the crust.
What?
It's a halo of pizza. That's all that's going on there.
So, do you think he called this pizza place and was like, "Hey, I need just crust"? And they're like, "Who is this?" And they're like, he's like, "Jadakiss." And they're like, "From like 2004? Jadakiss?" He's like, yeah, that's me.
That's me.
I just want the crust." And they're like, "All right." Saves us a lot of time, I guess.
All crust, 3 little buckets of marinara.
Does dude know you can just get breadsticks?
That's my big question. Sushi jackknife.
Sushi jackknife.